You can involve me.
Alright, so Sebastian was one of our lovely ladies. He has since changed into his pretty princess shirt, if you can see. Because he's a princess. Anyway, tell us about your day as a woman.
It was a really interesting day as a woman, I have to say. Honestly, I think compared to the other two, especially Colin, my outfit was a lot more comfortable. I kind of was dressed in the more 90s kind of, I don't even know, what was it you called it, like punk or whatever?
Punk skater girl
Punk
style?
Skater girl style, there you go. And it was a lot easier, honestly. The tights were kind of weird feeling, mostly because I probably have a lot of leg hair and that kind of made it itch a lot. And especially because it was kind of windy today, so it was kind of cold, and I kind of bitched about that a little. And
Just a little.
Side note, language, be careful, because this is going on my YouTube and my sister watches things.
Right. Well, yeah,
he complained a little bit about the tights.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then we ended up just kind of walking around, really. A funny story is we went to Green Mountain Coffee in the Union, and the girl, as soon as she saw us at the front counter, she was just like, "Oh my god, you guys just made my day!" Like, she totally was taken by surprise, and it was kind of uplifting to us, and it was kind of silly, and it was nice. And another time was when we were walking back to Bruce. We were kind of commenting about how we really wish that there was a tour group around, because, you know, there's always tour groups going around campus. And conveniently, right as we were walking back, it ended up there was an actual tour group there. There was Felicia guessed
like
it was
two
a bunch of
different ones.
There was a bunch of parents in the first one, or at least that's what Felicia thinks they were.
No, she was me-mugging me like a parent does. Like,
yeah,
she was
it was.
And I was like trying not to look at her and laugh.
Was that
it was
evil
amazing.
stare of
because I had the beard.
disdain and hatred.
I had that big beard earlier. You have footage of it. Oh my god.
But God, what was it? It was hilarious just because like all of them had like these shocked expressions of like, oh my god, what are they doing? What is this example of this university that we've come
Not
to?
only that, but you remember what she was talking about?
Oh yeah, she was talking about like diversity
the tour guide's
in
like,
the campus.
oh, our campus has a lot of diversity, and she can't see us at all, and we're walking past.
No, yeah, everyone
Sebastian.
but her could see us, and she could only see us until like she could only see us right after we walked by the entire group. So the entire group saw us. And then was listening to this whole presentation go on, and it was just a priceless moment in time, and oh man. And Felicia didn't see this and didn't hear this, but on my way back to the room, I didn't have anybody to open the door or whatever, so these two guys came up behind me, and they were going into the traditions as well, and they were just like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can we get the door for you?" And I was like, "Yes, please, thank you." So they got the door open. They totally just held the door open. They were like, "Ladies first," and I was like, "Well, thank you very much." And so I just walked in and, you know, went to your room and changed, and that was about it.
That's amazing.
But yeah, no, that was pretty much the only time that like people contacted me. Honestly, it kind of felt a little uncomfortable, like walking around by myself in the dress and everything. Yeah. But I mean, otherwise, it was kind of really just fun and regular day.
How did people react in general?
People kind of didn't like actually really talk to us at all, really. They just kind of like looked away, and whenever we looked back at them, they just like quickly like diverted their attention away from us. And then there was one woman who was trying to give Felicia a handout about how chemical evolution is not possible.
Can I just imitate her like that?
Oh my god,
Here,
yeah.
stand up and get into the shot.
I'm
Here, hang on,
Felicia.
back up, because I can't see you both at the
I'm
same
gonna do a
time.
little replay,
This is
right?
the
So here's a
she's the
pamphlet,
lady.
right? She's like handing out pamphlets. She's still like kind of old lady, and she like goes. She sees me and goes.
And she just runs off, like bolts off, like we're going to infect her somehow.
Like she like was really like honestly terrified.
Immediately like
Catch
burst
it.
out into a classy suit or something.
How did it make you feel? Did you feel like self-conscious? Did you feel like people were
I
mean to you?
mean, not really. The guys at the door were honestly, like, the way they kind of said it were kind of ass-ish. Sorry.
They were like making
They were
fun
kind
of
of
you.
being, well, yeah, they kind of, you could kind of tell in the tone. But otherwise, like, it was kind of, people were just like...
Do you think you would have been more, like, touchy about it if you were doing it in earnest? Like, do you think that, like, if you were being serious, if you were actually, like, identifying as a woman, do you think that you would have been really hurt by the reactions? Because I knew that a lot of people stopped and stared at us. Like,
I'd probably be as hurt as I was in the first place, just because like they didn't even take it in a ha I'm having fun kind of stance. They were just kind of like, oh my god, what is he doing? He's really weird. Who does that?
look at her camera.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And otherwise, a lot of people were just kind of really asking about what it was. Like they were thinking that it was
Like a club or
for
something.
for like a cause or something to agree with.
Oh,
It
I
was
wonder
just
if they thought you were like frat boys doing a thing.
frat boys.
They may
Yeah.
have, because there were like 3 or 4, 3 of you out there, and they may have
Maybe.
seen you
It
at
could-
some point.
Yeah, that's reasonable. There was another thing where we went to the Love Your Body display right in front of the union, and we were just like, today we love our bodies, and they're like, we love you too. You're both beautiful, and everyone on this campus is just beautiful,
We
and
just like shouted at each
it
other.
was
for
it was a
while.
good moment in time, and they were really nice. Oh, and then there's another tour group, and it was a bunch of kids, and all the tour guide women were just like laughing so
The thing
hard.
I noticed about the kids though is the kids did not
They didn't really
care.
react.
They were just like, "Hi, you look funny. I'm gonna say hi to you." Like adults are like, and kids are like,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a small display of just how
So,
adolescence is.
what's something that you learned today about being a woman, or at least about a man identifying as a woman?
I learned a lot, I guess, in the factor that women go through a lot to do what they can to look good or make themselves feel like they look good. Honestly, like for a guy, if they really want to try and look good or anything like that, it's usually most of the time they like put on like a nice shirt, do their hair, understand that they just like, I guess, have better, I don't know, just like try and put more effort towards hygiene, like shaving and all that. But women, it's like an entirely like second half, because not only do they have to do the hygiene and hairstyling and everything, they have to do the makeup, they have to make sure that the outfit's all right, and I don't know. I do give credit though to the fact that women have a lot more variety in the stuff that they can wear, just like considering like dresses and skirts and all that, and guys are kind of just limited to shorts and
talk
pants.
about pockets. You were really
Oh
angry.
right! Oh my gosh!
You're so angry
It
about
was the
pockets.
biggest like inconvenience in the world that the dress didn't have pockets, so I legitimately at one point had to stick my phone right where the boobs would be. And
Now you see why we do it? Like,
yeah,
do
no,
you understand?
I understand it. I understood in the first place, but like,
No, yeah, and then there's the common complaint of like women put their stuff in like boys' pockets, or like they'll like hand it
understandable,
off to
and-
some, or like hand off their purse, because like you don't have to carry a purse. That's the thing.
You know,
So like here, carry it for a while. That's yours job now. Like
I don't know. Yeah, I'll do it and everything.
So, closing remarks.
Closing remarks. It's an interesting perspective. It's if you want to go ahead and try it if you feel comfortable with that. I mean, I can totally understand if it's like kind of a weirding out kind of thing, but otherwise, it was a fun experience, and it was a good perspective. So yeah,
All right.
it's a good time.